How's it going, guys? Wicker10 here, bringing you another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys how to get richer. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that I am not the richest by any means. These are just some tips and tricks for you guys to help you get a little bit more rich. I know you probably don't want to hear this, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is farming. I know farming is kind of boring and time consuming, but it's just something you have to do in order to get richer. Some of the best things you can farm are black rock, pinballs, guy traps, and chandeliers. These are just 4 of the many things you can farm. If you're new to the game, you can try to farm sugarcane. I know it takes only about 4 hours for it to grow, and it doesn't give you a lot of gems, but you can work your way up to bigger and better. Black rock takes about 21 hours to grow, pinballs take about 2 days, guy traps take about 20 hours, and chandeliers take about 7.5 days. I know chandeliers take a long time to grow, but if you invest in them, you'll get a lot of profit because they sell for so much. So what I recommend doing is making a world and filling it full with your favorite farming material. If the farming world is full, you can go ahead and harvest them all, break them all, get all those gems, and then sell the extras for world locks. With the gems you get from farming, you can buy things like new items that come out, then you can sell them for lots of profit. The new items sell for a lot because they're in really high demand and people want to get their hands on the new stuff. So the more gems you have, the more prepared you'll be for whatever comes out. And remember, you're going to have gems to be able to broadcast because it helps you sell things and buy things. As for holidays, you're going to want to get the items as fast as you can and then sell them right away. People will overpay for the items just because of the fact that it's a new item or they don't know how to make it. If you don't get the items right away, you can eventually invest in an item and then keep it later on because limited edition items usually rise in the future. What kind of goes along with that is buying items cheap and then selling them for more. Like the other day, I bought a skeletal dragon for about 270 world locks, and then about 10 minutes later I sold it for 280. That alone was a 10 world lock profit. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it adds up in the future. Doing this can be risky though, so make sure you know the prices of your items. The worlds I go to figure out the prices of items are Trade Queue and Honors. Making a shop can be a very good strategy in getting rich. I remember when I first started playing this game, that's the only thing I did was manage my shop. It's kinda like running your own business, trying to get anything you can to sell for the best price. Running a shop takes dedication and time, but the end result is worth it. If you're thinking about buying world locks with your gems, you probably shouldn't. Try to think to yourself, what could you buy inside the store that would get you more world locks for your gems? Let's take the city pack for example. Let's say you have 5,000 gems. You can only buy 2 world locks with that from inside the store. So if you were to buy a city pack, the ATM alone that comes with it is 3 world locks. You also get all the other items that come with the pack as well, so you can sell them for even more world locks. Getting rich is about strategy. Sometimes you have to think outside the box in order to get the most world locks. Another good way to get rich is to build a token world. The best way to get a token world is to either build a trade world or a parkour world. If you're trying to make a trade world, try to make it chill and inviting. Make sure there's a nice sized open area for people to trade. As for a parkour world, make sure it's long enough and it's not too hard, because if it's too hard, they most likely will rage quit and then leave. If you want to give a little prize at the end for the victors, that's always nice too. And as for any world, it just needs to be clean looking, nice, and constructed well. Super broadcasting in your world every day is a crucial part in getting it popular so you can get your tokens. So when I get my tokens from Wicker10 GT, I then spend them on things like crystal capes. So then when I buy my crystal cape for about 90 grow tokens, I sell it for 155 world locks. It is very difficult to try to get your world popular, but if you can't do it right away, hang in there and keep trying. Mass producing is very good too, so try to find an item that people want the most and then make a lot of it. And since the item is in high demand, you can then sell them pretty easily for a lot of world locks depending on how many you've made of the specific item. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you got something out of it and learned something along the way. It all boils down to common sense, so try to think outside the box and earn the most world locks. Good luck to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.